Okay. So, my name's Emma, also known as the Yoga Dietitian. Welcome to this free webinar all about IBS. So this webinar is linked to the course that I'm about to launch, IBS the Harmony Reset Programme. And I'd like to use my 18 years experience as a clinical dietitian and my 10 years of experience as a yoga teacher to kind of package everything that I know about clinical nutrition and yoga for IBS and teach you how to improve your symptoms, but also add that human aspect to it, so provide some support and coaching, and also let you know that you're not on your own. The course will consist of several modules, so you can tune in and learn all about IBS in your own time. And then we're going to do a deep dive into different areas of your life, your diet, your lifestyle, your exercise and your stress management, and have a little look at where we can make some improvements that might help to improve your symptoms. So I wanted to do this webinar as a little bit of an introduction to what to expect from the course, and also give you a little bit of a taster and some tidbits to get you started. So IBS has recently been recategorised as a disorder of the gut-brain axis. So that means that there are lots of different ways that can trigger, lots of different things that can trigger IBS, lots of different things that can cause it. And we don't really know where in that axis the problems might arise for an individual person. For some, there may be dietary or environmental triggers. Some may have a disbalance in their gut microbiome. For others, the issues may be caused by stress or how they manage stress. So there's lots of different ways that we can target this axis with nutrition and with yoga, meditation, mindfulness and breathing techniques to help to improve the symptoms and allow you to live the life that you want to live. Throughout my 18 years of experience as a dietitian, I have seen IBS done so badly. So a lot of the time people think that they have an allergy or they need to cut out an entire food group, when all that they might need to do is make a small adjustment that might fit in better with their everyday life. So for example, lactose is a big one. A lot of people think that they're lactose intolerant and that's an IBS trigger. It may be some of the lactose, but you might be able to tolerate lactose in cheese but not tolerate it in milk. So it's always better to experiment with diet in that way rather than cut out huge food groups altogether. So this is what I'm going to help you to do, look at what triggers might be individual to you. It's also important when we're looking at improving IBS to really do a deep dive into our lifestyle and our stress levels. So for most of us, we live in 2025, it's tough. A lot of us work, have small children, there's a lot of financial problems, a lot of issues going on in the world that can lead to that heightened state of flight and fight. So the flight and fight response is a natural response to stress, to acute stress. So if a tiger walks in the room, my heart rate will go up, I will start to sweat, I might start to shake, and this is the body's natural response to a stressor. However, what is found when we're looking at chronic stress is that in a lot of people that flight and fight response is constantly triggered. So the body doesn't go back to its reset status where we can rest and digest rather than respond and have that flight or fight. So yoga, meditation, breathing practices, mindfulness all help us to target that stress response and target that chronic stress in our lives. And my program will consist of weekly yoga practices, multiple meditations, breathing practices and gut directed hypnosis practices to really help you to target those areas and help to improve your symptoms. So like I said, this isn't an easy process. We have to start by really analysing ourselves and how we live our life and what we're actually eating. So some of the easiest quick fixes for IBS, it's not supplements, it's not restriction, it's not having a 3-week retreat somewhere hot and sunny, although that would be really nice. It's actually looking at the day-to-day life, your eating patterns in particular. I use somebody that doesn't eat all day and then will eat a large meal later on at night. I use somebody that eats well during the week and then binge eats on a weekend. Do you overconsume foods that are high in preservatives, in sweeteners, high fat content, high sugar content, foods that we know might trigger the responses in the gut? So the first bit of advice really is to look at your eating pattern and how that might be impacting your IBS. And the way I would advise doing that is to keep a food, mood and symptom diary and really do a deep dive on what might be causing the problems and where you might be able to make some small adjustments. So where you might want to overindulge every weekend, maybe you could make that one weekend of a month and accept that that might make your gut a bit irritable. Where you might have one overindulgent meal, again reduce the frequency of that meal down or reduce the portion size or have it at a different time of the day. Those small, easy to achieve changes can really make a big difference to your symptom management. The other thing I would advise you to look at is your fibre content. So with IBS, it's more like manipulation of the fibre as opposed to you need more fibre. For some people with IBS, they need more fibre. For others, they need less or they need a different type of fibre. So again, I will help you look at the fibre content of your diet and analyse what might work better for you. The other way we can really target IBS is by looking at the amount of probiotics we consume. So probiotics is an unusual topic as one size doesn't fit all. It's not, everybody can't go and buy the same brand of probiotic drink that and expect to see miracles happen within their gut. We are all deficient or sufficiently populated with different strains of bacteria, and again it's learning how to manipulate probiotics to work best for you and your body. Your fluid intake is also really important when it comes to IBS as well, particularly those who have IBS-C, which is IBS more with constipation. So making sure that you're adequately hydrated and aiming for about 2 litres of water per day. So tea and a small amount of coffee does contribute towards your fluid intake, but alcohol doesn't. So it's just making sure that your overall fluid intake is sort of excess of that 2 litres and you're sipping slowly throughout the day, which is best for your gut. The other component is exercise and looking at different types of exercise and how this may impact your gut. If you do have IBS-D, so IBS with more diarrhea, then doing a lot of high impact exercises probably isn't the right thing for your gut. Having a bit of a rest from that type of exercise might be better, or mixing it up with things that are lower impact. Similarly, being very sedentary, not moving, can also be very bad for your gut. So it's finding exercise that you can fit into your lifestyle that's going to work best for you. And again, during the course, we'll talk about setting some goals with exercise and the types of things that you can do. I've encountered over the years many people who just don't really know where to start with exercise. They feel very self-conscious, they're not sure whether they're doing it correctly, and they don't realise that certain things like gardening or going for a walk, that type of thing can count towards your exercise goals. So again, we'll look at setting achievable goals that will work best for your body. And a lot of people are not sure about starting a yoga practice or doing yoga. What I hear most regularly is that I'm not flexible, so I can't do yoga. Yoga isn't just about contorting your body into weird and wonderful shapes. It's a mindset, it's a practice, it's slowing down, going with the flow of the body, it's letting go, it's learning to just take a moment to pause. And again, I will help guide you through yoga practice, whatever status you come in at, whether you're brand new to yoga and you're not sure about it, or whether you've been practicing for years. We'll find yoga practices that may work best for you to help to improve your IBS symptoms. So overall, the best way to improve symptoms of IBS is to target everything from a clinical, dietary and holistic manner, and to look at the whole lifestyle and look at what triggers you. And that may be different for each and every one of us. And I'm here to help you sort of pick through the advice that's out there and find something that will really work. I really hope you can join me on this journey. For one time only, the course is £250 for 6 months of expert advice. It's a £50 deposit and the balance can be paid monthly. Drop me an email, hit me up on social media, let me know if you're interested, we can talk more. Thanks guys, namaste.